Hey, hello guys. How are you today? How are you? Can you actually listen to me? Could you please just type? Yes, yes. All right, thank you. As you may know, I'm in the middle of moving to a new house. So internet is running nicely, apparently. But I still don't have my whole setup. I'm right now I'm in my laptop. Uh, I'll with my earbuds. I'll try I'll try to make it smooth, but but not promising too much. Not promising too much. So all right. So thank you for joining, guys. Hello, Michael. Are you on vacation? Nice, nice. Hello, Tina. Hey, Rael. Hello, MG, Marty, Deanne, Justin. Hi, Sina. Again. Good. All right. Hello. Hi, Luke. Hey, David. David, you just joined the Traders Lab last week, right? I kind of remember I sent you a DM. Hello, Randall. Hello, Anne. Hello, Diana. All right, guys. All right, let's do this. So, for a change, for a change, I brought something new for you. Apple. So Apple here, guys. There's not too much to talk about Apple. Actually, this is something that I was watching this morning. Again, I do have Apple on my watch list, not to trade, but because I know some of you, because I know some of you are actually looking for opportunities there. Hey, you day. Hello. Nice to have you back. So I was telling you guys. So the only thing that I was watching on Apple this morning was this. I mean, it actually opened with a huge candle, right? The first candle was huge, and I like this is something that I like. I like a lot that it reclaimed a lot of key levels. This pre-market high, this 213.94 or 214, that was a previous high or low. Well, actually I think it was a previous high. And then this 214, this has been multiple touches key level on the daily chart, right? So do you remember that? And also this green line is the previous week high. So I love this candle here with Apple, but it just failed. I mean, I don't know if fail is like the right word here, but look at this. It went all the way to 216, and then it came back to 211, 212. So the only thing that I was watching here is that after this pump, it actually started creating this market structure to the downside. So can you see here? It came back to the opening price, tried to bounce a little bit, but then it broke this opening price, 5 minute opening range low. Nice displacement here. And then it came back, retested this opening price, 5 minute opening range low. So I was watching at this. I know this is super small trade. This is a baby trade right here. This is a baby trade right here. It's like it's less than $1, right? It's less than $1. However, this right here from this retesting here, and maybe some confirmation candle here to this previous day low, this is at least at 1 to 2.24 risk reward rate to trade, and almost a 1 to 3 risk reward rate to trade if you made it with this candle wick, right? And later in the day, I mean, if you were holding, look at this. I mean, this went nuts all the way to 210. So I don't know what happened. I think let me know if this is true, but I think at 11 or 12 they will be releasing the tariff letters, right? The tariff letters. So probably that's what happened. Probably that's what happened. So that's why the market melted. So I actually had this this trade on SPY. This was before the news. Look at the news were around here noon. But I had a very nice trade on SPY. Zero DT because why not? All right. So this was the only thing that I was watching on Apple. You may say that, well, this is another retest of the 5 minute opening range low. Uh, and you know what? This is still valid because as you can see, this is a lower high. This is a lower high. So this might be still valid here. And as you can see here, this actually made a low of the day. So this is actually respecting market structure. I know you don't like Apple, me neither, but well, let's just try to do this one thing, right? Okay, so that was for Apple. Let's go now to AMD. I was watching AMD to the downside, and I like this. I like this. So indices were kind of just going sideways at the open. I'm sorry, guys, if you don't see my screen like really well, it's because I'm on my laptop and it's a smaller screen. Not sure if you can actually notice. For me, it's kind of annoying because I'm used to this huge to my huge screen, to my huge monitor. But I hope you don't have any issues with the it's clear for you? All right. Thanks. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. It's just me. You get used to the good stuff like really quick, right? So when I had this huge monitor, do you want to actually take a look at it? This is my monitor here. I mean, it's still not installed, but it's a 57 inches or something like that, super wide screen. So, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's a monster monitor. I know, I know. I mean, I don't use it like the whole screen for the charts, but my voice sounds different. Yeah, yeah, because I'm in a very small room. I don't know, it's kind of uh, a phone booth, kind of. It's super small. I don't know, like, um, it's not a new house. It's probably like 15, 20 years here in Houston metro area. But they have like these very small rooms. So probably sounds kind of some echo, right? And also I'm using the earbuds. But tomorrow I promise, and I already have my microphone here. I need to I need to set up everything. But I'm still working on it. But tomorrow is gonna be better. I promise. I promise. For the ones on the Traders Lab, I'm sorry guys. I needed to move. Uh, to today's session to Wednesday because I mean I'm still on the move. I'm still on the move, and tomorrow my family they are going to an Euro trip because my oldest daughter she's turning 15. So instead of having a party and all this, uh, she decided to have a trip with her mom and her daughter. So we're very excited, but we need to work on all the luggage and travel arrangements and take them to the airport. So that I mean, I just needed to move our session for Wednesday. Um, but I didn't want to miss or to skip today's trade review. So sorry about that. So okay, so I was telling you. So do you remember, guys? I always tell you like when you are going short. I mean, you might, you you know, you should wait for a nice clean break, displacement and retest. But if you want to be more aggressive on your entries on going short, that's okay. Why? Because it's usually easier to identify your risk. And also, do you remember that I always tell you like elevator down, escalator up? Well, that's exactly what happened today. So we had this break and then fail for reaction right here on this pre-market low. But we were creating lower highs. So we were creating lower highs. And not only here, I mean, since the pre-market, can you see here? I mean, it was, below or around previous day low. So I was watching this, I was watching this, I was looking at this like kind of weak. So when we broke below the 5 minute opening range low, and also we were, like struggling with this pre-market low, I decided to take a trade right here. This is one of my trades from today. So I took my trade around here 135.60 or something like that. I was aiming to 134.50, but I actually have my runners all the way to 133.80. That's a key level on the 15-minute chart. And this was a 1 to 3 risk reward rate to trade, and my runners 1 to 5. So that was an amazing trade. But look at this. Also, we had this second chance for a short entry here. So we had this break, displacement, and retest of what it was low of the day. And also, it was below previous week low and below this 135 key level on the 15-minute chart. That actually 135 has been a strong key level on all time frames, right? So if you have something like this, maybe like you had this retest here, rejection of 135, so you open your position on the next candle closure and you were aiming to the next key level here, it was also a 1 to 2.85 residual rate to trade, and I think it was a 1 to 3, right? Yeah, 1 to 3 residual rate to trade all the way to 133.60. 133.50. Look at this, 133.50. Let's do this. 133.50. Right to the T. So this was a 1 to 3.7 residual rate to trade, and then it actually, reversed. But can you see here, guys? I mean, even if you do like Lauren, this protect your assets line. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, guys, this is not magic, right? This is not magic. This is just key levels working perfectly. So we have very nice and clear and clean uh, market structure to the downside here. Market structure to the downside here. So if you were following this market structure, all the fails to the upside. Look at this. This was actually again another break and retest of previous low of the day. So if you have something like this was also going down. Then this one here, it was the next low of the day. So again, break, displacement, retest right here, and more movement to the downside. So AMD has several opportunities for you to enter, and that's what I love from AMD. Usually to the downside, right? Because once AMD is kind of weak and away of strong key level on the daily chart, it just go nuts to the downside. There's nonstop with AMD here. Uh, okay, so I don't have. There's no new messages in the chat. Okay, Richard. Hi, Richard. What did you take? I took this one here, and I took this one here. I took this. This was 134 puts on AMD for this Friday, and I took this. This was. Uh, Let me tell. I think it was 621. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, 621 puts on SPY. This was same day. Why? Because this market structure was kind of very clear. I was waiting for this 5 minute opening range to break. We had this placement and I entered here 1043. We had this small pullback here, but it went all the way down. Actually, look at this. I'm not sure if already Fill the gap. Yeah, it filled the gap. I didn't went all the way to the gap fill. I actually went out. Most of my position, like half of my position was here, 622. Then I had like 30% more, 620, 150, and I closed my trade, I think here, on this candle here. Yeah, at noon before this drop. Before this drop, I miss it. But again, I think that kind of drops are because of the news. So it was out of my plan. So I'm not I'm not worried, or I don't have any FOMO about it. Uh, so Joseph, AMD 1014. Let me take a look. AMD 1014, 1014. I think you were chasing, my friend. 1014, I mean, as you can see here, you had several touches here on the pre-market low, but this 1014, this is actually low of the day. I can see why you took this one here. It's just not a break and retest that, right? This is a breakout. This is a breakout trade. I love it. I love it. I just love it, right? Because we are respecting this downtrend. We are strong. Look at the price action right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I know I usually tell you that to zoom out, but look at how it struggled with this pre-market low. Can you see all these candles, even when they were green candles? Look at the price action right here. So they retested pre-market low, rejection. Retest pre-market low, rejection. Retest pre-market low, rejection. Again, again, and again. So after watching this, the obvious play was to the downside. And even when you take your trade right here, what you tell me? 1014? 1014 is this one. As you can see here, this is the breakout of the low of the day. This is the breakout of the low of the day. So it was a very nice trade. It's just different to what we do. That it's the break and retest, right? Uh, Proficient PG Neto. Can you explain on SPY? Why did you not wait for the previous day low? Yes. Well, I mean, I can tell you a lot of things, but because it was same day expiration, so I'm usually taking like every push. Yeah, when I'm taking zero DTs, I'm just taking profits on every push. So that's why. I mean, I don't have any other explanation. Yes, I try to wait for the key levels, but I'm actually when I'm taking zero DT, I'm actually waiting for every push. Um, Palmavera, that was a nice setup. I took the same on AMD. Nice, nice, nice. That, can I make a break, guys? This weekend I received a message from one of you guys, and it really made my weekend. It really made my weekend because this student, or this peer from the community, he was telling me that he was kind of having this game of what will be Neto watching here. So he was, kind of trying to identify potential entries, just like we do every day here. And he just told me that he has been improving a lot his market reading and also how he approaches different setups. So this kind of improvement, this kind of grinding every day, it's what make me very proud of you, because I know most of you. I'm not gonna say all of you because I know some of you guys. I can see you are not giving you 100%, but most of you are. So I'm very proud of everyone who's joining, looking at the chart and waiting for the best setup. So thank you guys for joining these kind of sessions, and thank you. If you ever have something nice to say or something that feedback about these sessions, please, please, please do not hesitate. If you can go to the channel and watch every comment you have on my videos, they have a reply. I don't leave any comment without a reply because I really appreciate all of your feedback, and I want to try to help you if you have any question. Neto, could you explain speed of candles? Tony talks about it a lot, how the candles are forming. Uh, yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of that's kind of subjective. That's kind of very subjective, Chris, because the thing is that you need to, I mean, you need to be watching how the candles are forming. So if you can see that, like it's slowly grinding to the upside, and then it retests this pre-market low, and then aggressively, or I don't like, more violent move to the downside. I mean, if you see that the move to the downside is way faster than the move to the upside, that's the speed of the candles, right? So you can see that sellers here are way more aggressive than buyers here. So when you are watching how the candles are forming, that's how you start identifying who is being more aggressive at this area. So right here, uh, I will suggest you to use the. I mean, if you have this trading view, use the replay tool. I don't know, where is it here. Yeah, oh well, it's right here. Again, this screen is smaller than my usual. So if you can use the replay tool or the replay feature, go watch how the candles are, forming on areas of interest. So you will start watching how aggressive sellers or buyers were on every area. So when you start identifying, the speed of the candles, you can actually kind of imply the next move, right? So if you see aggressive sellers here and shy buyers here, I mean, well, you can then imply a move to the downside. Why? Because I mean, there's more energy on sellers right here, and that's what the speed of the candle means, right? I mean, how aggressive buyers or sellers step in a specific area. Mm, Chris gets into the winning trades as well. Reading the price action on how the candles form honestly feels like the difference between well, it's not. I mean, yes, of course it's important, Chris. Of course it's important. But I mean, don't you think for a second that once like you mastered the speed of the candles, everything suddenly start to change? I mean, you will see how they react. I mean, what you need to understand, and this is something I talk very often on our sessions, right? I mean, it doesn't matter how the name of the candle or the pattern is. What you need to understand what's actually behind the candles, right? I mean, and that's why it's important to understand the speed of the candle. I mean, the candle doesn't mean anything, but when you start watching how buyers and sellers are interacting here, and you see that sellers are actually more aggressive than buyers, I mean, that's what it's important. That's why a lot of traders say, like, reading price action means everything. But when they say price action, they don't mean key levels. They don't mean they don't mean the color of the candles. They mean how they can read buyers and sellers interacting right here. That's the price action. Yeah, yeah, and that and it's perfect, Chris. I mean, it needs to be in your arsenal, right? I mean, it's something that you need to have for reading everything. but it's not about just identify the speed of candles that it's gonna make a difference. It's it understanding what's behind every candle. All right. Okay. So that was AMD, guys. Amazon tried. Amazon tried. I was watching this trade here. I think actually Lauren took Amazon. Not sure if she's holding, still holding. But this was the one that I was watching here. So this break, this placement came, swipe this previous day high, previous week high, came back, retested nicely this 5 minute opening range high, and then it started the move to the upside, but then it failed. Then it failed. I was actually watching this, but I was inside another trade, so I usually don't take don't open two trades at the same time. So I didn't take this. But look at this. Look how important this 224 was, and it's nothing but round number, psych number, and I don't remember if this is a strike number. I think it's every 2.5 points, right? Still, I mean, it's a round number, psych number, and as you can see here, it was everything to do with this key level here. So that was the only one that I was watching here, and I like it, but I mean, it failed. It just failed. And yeah, nothing else. Yeah, nothing else. Anyone took Amazon today? Daisy, you took this one? Yeah, it was nice. I mean, nice break, displacement and retest of this 5 minute opening range. It created a higher high here. So I will be expecting this, higher low and then higher high, maybe to this pre-market high, but it failed. You too, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of obvious, right? Yeah. Waiting for Amazon above 225. That's a nice point. Maybe not 225, but yeah, 225.13. That's a key level on the daily chart. I got in, set my stop, and went to sleep. Come on, guys. I mean, you can't do this on options. I mean, I understand this kind of trade management on futures, forex, commodities, everything, but not options, right? Because one candle can change everything. Ah, you have work. Okay, okay. Okay. Nvidia was completely sideways the whole morning until we had this kind of break of the 5 minute opening range low. But I mean, we had no reaction or very slow reaction right here on the 5 minute opening range low. It came higher, then came back to this previous day low, and nothing but sideways today on Tesla. I'm sorry, on Nvidia. And yeah, nothing. I not sure if anyone took something on Nvidia today. For being honest, I don't see not a single break and retest opportunity here. No one. Yeah, no one. Let's go to Tesla, guys. I don't know what's going on with Tesla. I don't know what's going on with Tesla. For being honest, I was expecting a hard sell-off. Just because this guy is, it's dealing with politics. I mean, history said that every time he opened his mouth for something in politics, there's a sell-off. So I was expecting something huge on Tesla for today, uh, but nothing yet. Not at this moment. Or maybe it's not gonna happen, right? Maybe it's not gonna happen. So I was watching this break and retest of this opening price pre-market low. But it never went to this 288, right? 288. So the low of the day was 1 to 1.5 risk reward rate to trade, so no worthy here. And you had this huge candle to the upside. So if you enter something like this, I mean, you should be stopped like in this candle here, right? So after this, it went from low of the day to high of the day in a few candles. And then I was saying like, okay, well, maybe this, I mean, I was completely wrong. And this politics news is something to be in. But no, it actually wasn't. So it started creating this downtrend here. I was like, well, this is a bull flag. I mean, this is a bull flag. But you know what? I mean, it went all the way down to pre-market low. So I was a bit expectant of a bull flag, maybe to this pre-market low. But when it broke pre-market low, I'm sorry, when it broke pre-market high, I was like, okay, well, this thing is going back. All right, this thing is going back. So all of these, they were using 294 first as support, then resistance. So after a few attempts of using uh, 294 as resistance, I will open my position here, maybe aiming to the next key level, 291. So this was a 1 to 2 reward rate to trade. But I mean, if you stay too long on here, if you stay too long, you will be stopped. So not sure if anyone took something on Tesla today. For being honest, I mean today I didn't see too many opportunities here. But I mean there's always someone taking small gaps in the charts and taking something. Chris, you took 1027, 84%. 1027, 1027 here. This was a nice try. I mean, this was a nice try because it was, like flirting with this previous high of the day, 5 minute opening range high. So yeah, no, I can completely understand this play. 1027. Yeah, can you see it was holding nicely this 294? But yeah, I mean, it just failed this 294 and then started the downtrend. 1013. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this, but yeah, it just didn't work. Um, and well, guys, that's all for me. Not sure if you have do you want me to talk about the SPY trade? Well, there's not too much to talk about my SPY trade. I was watching SPY. It was, just going sideways on this 5 minute opening range. And when it actually broke to the downside and it retested this 5 minute opening range low, uh, I got I got my entry. Let me tell you. I got my entry. I think it was this candle here, 1048. I'm gonna tell you in a second. No, 1047. I enter here. 1040, yeah, 1047. Yeah, I enter here with this third rejection of this 5 minute opening range low. I may enter like something around here, like in the candle closure, but it was 1047. And I was aiming to this 622, 622. I had a lot of, like half my position here. Then I got a lot of here around this 621.50. And I don't remember well when I cut my position, but I think it should be something around here. But can you see here, guys? I mean, it's very clear market structure, break and retest of the 5 minute opening range. So, Diane, which trade you said? Which trade you said? Which one you took? The A and B or this one on SPY? 1047. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that good job. But this was super easy, right? This was super easy. Break of support level that it was actually the 5 minute opening range. Break, re displacement, retest. That was easy. That was easy. But nice, very nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, guys, that's all for me today. That's all for me today. I need to go back with my wife, carry things, fix things, and all that nice husbands do. So I'll see you tomorrow. If you don't have any other questions, I would like to just say thank you for joining. Uh, Again, you know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you don't have any other question, I'll see you tomorrow. How would you go about getting better at reading candles? That's only with experience, my friend. I I don't know. I don't know like a process. I mean, I've been watching candles for 3 years. I mean, every candle on SPY for the last 3 years, I was watching them, like the start and the end of every candle on SPY for the last 3 years. I mean, on my trading window, but I mean that's the only way. That's the only way. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, bye.